What's good? What's good? What's good? Not a good night. Not a bad night. I don't feel as bad as I felt last night. Um, I did make some good calls, and then arguably I made some not so good calls. But the the um the the research was accurate. All right, James Harden's having one of his lower nights. He's gonna end up in the 40s. Westbrook should have had more. But the story of that was the altitude, man. We saw him winded, getting knocked down, and he didn't have any help. Nobody to pass the ball to. The winning strategy tonight would have been fade both of them. If we'd have kept it balanced with some Bradley Beal, some Embiid was the highest score tonight. He will be the highest score tonight, him and his teammate. And that was kind of what the research said. Out of everything I researched today, I realized that Embiid was the lock play. And then all the news about PG not playing and all that. Mike James, I guess this team don't like him, man. I'm going to stop playing him. I'm not going to play him because the team don't want to give him the run. I saw Ulis make a lot of mistakes, a lot of foolish fouls, a lot of turnovers. And I've seen Mike James also play bad. He missed a lot of shots as well. So, I mean, I can't blame it on the coach. But other than that, TJ Warren did his thing. Embiid did what I thought he would do. Redick disappointed. Patterson, I mean, for the bare minimum, I'm not too upset with that. The strategy of going Jarrett Allen, Zeller. Allen was a bust. But Zeller did good, man. Zeller did what I thought he would do. It was just a weird night. I would like to see I take a look at some of these lineups that did well, and I try to see what was the thing to do, and it's really hard to read, man. It's plays that you just couldn't really guess, man. It's really Ben Simmons, he did his thing. Cephalosha's getting a lot of garbage time. He's gonna end up doing good. Markeith, somebody did say Keith hates the Suns and he was gonna go off, and he did. He did go off. Hollis Jefferson, I knew would get his 6 times. Embiid. Chris Paul, I'm probably most upset about because the research did say that the point guard against Utah is what you want more so than the 2 guard. It was the point guard. Rubio's trash. And then Karis LeVert, 50 bombs. Seriously, he tilted the whole slate upside down. All right. And so that's the winning lineup right there. Would I have picked this lineup tonight? I don't think so. I definitely wouldn't have had Cephalosha. Everything else and LeVert. And I know LeVert on the road is what you want. You want Dinwiddie in Brooklyn, LeVert on the road. That seems to be the trend that wins money. It is what it is, man. I mean, after a night like tonight, tomorrow's definitely a head-to-head day. And I don't even love tomorrow's slate. A lot of my go-to players are off. I don't love it. What I'll probably do is make a night lineup and throw it in the main slate. It's one of those kind of nights where that might work. 720. Dunk Fest? What are they talking about? They come up with the weirdest things on Draftkings. But anyway, let me check in with y'all. Again, I'm giving away $50 when I get to 1,000 followers. The way that I would choose the person to get it is at the end of my video, or if you're watching this video and it's not a live video, comment in the comment section 5 numbers between 0 and 50. Let me think of a number for tomorrow. I don't know yet. I know the number that I want, but I just don't know the number. Where's my phone? I'm gonna know the number in 2 seconds. But you comment 5 numbers. If you get the number that's in my head right now, then I put your number in a bag. When I get to 1,000 followers, I'm gonna pick a number from that bag, and I'm gonna go ahead and give that person $50 just for being a loyal follower. Now, And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving away money. Yep, I got the number. I just looked it up. I got the number in my head. Tomorrow number is in my head. You guess that number tomorrow, and you will be entered into the bag. All right. Let me check in with YouTube, see who's here, what y'all talking about, what y'all got to say. Oh, rough night without LeVert. I took him out to SMH. Yeah, man. The Philly stack. I had 3 different Simmons and Embiid stacks and only one cash. LeVert ruined me. LeVert ruined everyone. I stacked LeVert and Crab. One had to do decent. Good job, Fitch. If you did that and you won, man, CP3 50 tonight. What's going on out here? Oh, no. You see one night when all the chalk goes off and do well. And that's why I don't really like messing with something. I knew that Carmelo Anthony, I mean, he didn't do too bad, but I knew not to mess with Melo. I thought Melo was going to look like KD. That was not going to happen. But Simp, I hit 260 with that lineup. Didn't take down the GPP, but I'm cashing. That's what's up. Congrats to you, man. A lot of BS tonight. Yeah, LeVert out of nowhere. When I saw Abrinas at the 2 and Roberson at the 3, had to stack. I like Paul Gasol and Jeff Green for some value tomorrow. I'll check it out. Just getting info. Didn't play tonight. Waiting to see what you think about tomorrow. That Chandler rest killed my vibe. Yo, if I knew Chandler was resting, I would have had Monroe 100%, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. Go ahead. Like or dislike the video. Doesn't matter. And let's get right into it, man, because I got a lot of work to do, so I'm just going to get right. So Detroit versus Golden State. I'm going to do Golden State first because it'll kind of help me know what I want to do with my Detroit game, okay? I'm not playing with Livingston. I'm not playing Cook. Klay Thompson, I have some small interest in, but still, for 7K, I'm a little nervous about that, all right? He went against Batum, and he couldn't do too well. And then he's going to see Avery Bradley tomorrow. Similar defenders. I don't think he'll do too well. And I think Draymond is back too, so that kind of affects that. All right. Durant, for 10K, I think I'm going to stay away again from Durant tomorrow, man. I think I'm going to fade that situation. 10K is too expensive for him. I'm not going to chase that triple-double, the first one of his career. The only way I'll play Durant tomorrow is if Draymond Green is out, and I think he's probable. Draymond, so he missed Wednesday game due to a shoulder injury. It appears that a 1-game absence may be ordered. He needed to recover. He will likely see how his shoulder feels in the morning shoot around, after which there will probably be an update on his status. But Curry sideline. How much is he? 7K? We know that power forwards against Detroit has been eating like crazy. 77 for Draymond is a risk, though, man. It's a risk that I'm not sure I want to take. If Draymond's out, I'm going to go KD. I'm just going to respect that fact that you just have to at that point. But if Draymond plays, I'm just going to leave both of them alone for those high prices. KD for 10-7 with no Curry. The fact that he's taken 20 shots, 28 shots, and they were falling. Yeah, he took 25. He had 47. Yeah, with Draymond back, I don't think he's going to have that many assists and rebounds. I don't see him triple-doubling. I'm not really excited to play KD. I'm not going to chase that. I'm not gonna. That was fake as hell, and I'll accept it. But if Zaza is out, which he played against the Hornets, he re-aggravated his shoulder. If Zaza is out, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to leave that one alone. I don't know. But coming to Detroit, I don't know. I would need news. I need news from Golden State before I make any certain decisions. But the only way I'm playing KD is if Draymond is out tomorrow. That's a fact. All right. Reggie Jackson starting to show some flashes. He had a 38-point game, a 33, but I just don't trust him now. I don't trust her. I just don't trust Reggie Jackson. Avery Bradley, I'm good with. The only player on this team that I would, you know who I do like that he getting back the starting job is Stanley Johnson. If he's going to be playing 30 anything per minute for 3,700, I think that's some really good value. Against Golden State, he played 40 minutes. He dropped 30. If I get anything near that, I'm good. Not only am I impressed that he got the starting job back, but I'm impressed that he went 0 for 8. He only scored 2 points, and he still made value. What happens when he starts making 9, 14 shots playing? I mean, against Philly, he scored 9 points, and he scored less than when he scored 2 points. So that being said, to say that he can fill up the stat sheet on so many levels. And the next thing that I do like about this situation is that this game is a 7 o'clock game. So if they reinsert him again into the starting lineup, I am going to play Stanley Johnson for $3,700 as a starter in this fast-paced game and hope that he doesn't shoot 0 for 8. You know, I don't doubt that he can get some assists. He got into some foul trouble. I think he can score some more. I think he can get a couple of steals. I think he can get the same amount of assists. I think he can do well. I think he'll do well for that $3,700. It's just way too cheap. So Stanley Johnson does catch my attention. Tobias for $6K, no, very inconsistent. He'll go from 30s to 20s to 30s to 20s. And he just had a 30-point game, so that means 20s next, right? That's what it seems like. Tolliver back to the bench. And I don't know if they're going to run with Tolliver against this Golden State team that runs so hard back and forth. And then the Dogs, them Drummond for 9-4. You got to leave him alone if Draymond plays. Even if he doesn't, I don't know if I trust Drummond against Golden State. Milwaukee is the prime matchup for him. We knew he would hit value there. But when he gets to tough matchups like, say, San Antonio, even Philly with Embiid playing, Washington, another good matchup, he does well. Phoenix was a blowout. Boston, he always kills Boston. OKC, a tougher matchup, he doesn't do too well. So the tougher matchups, Drummond don't really come through like that. I know how to play Drummond, and I think tomorrow's the day you just leave Drummond alone. You don't play Drummond tomorrow. All right. Cleveland versus Indiana on the Indiana side. Oladipo for $9K is way too expensive. We know that he shows flashes of going off for 60. He's done it twice in the last 10 games. He's been 50 twice in the last 10 games. He played this team before. He only scored 40. But we know that guards can have a field day in Cleveland. With that being said, I'm still a little bit leery with Oladipo for $9K. He really has to show up, and he does. When he does, he really do. But when he don't, you start to bite your nails. Like, why did I do that? It's not a risk I'm willing to take. But a risk that I will be willing to take is Miles Turner. Let me see if I get a better feel of his status. Miles Turner. If Miles Turner misses tomorrow, I'm gonna lock in Sabonis. He's been dealing with a sore right knee lately, so it's unclear if it's a separate issue or related to that. He's been playing through the questionable tag lately, but it's possible Indy will rest him at some point to let him recover or check back. It looks like he's gonna miss it. I'm just for this video's sake. Again, it's too soon to make a finalized lineup, but for this video's sake, I'm gonna say that he's gonna miss. Where did it go? He's gonna miss tomorrow's game. And with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and put Sabonis in. We saw that other guy on. We saw what Zach Randolph and his teammate did against Cleveland, and it's encouraging. Not to mention that he played them already in 36 minutes. He dropped a 40 bomb on them. And he's good for a point per minute for the most part. This guy is, 24 minutes, 29, 20 minutes, 13, 20, 17. And these are all tough matchups for bigs. Orlando's an easier matchup in just 27 minutes, 36. Boston, 30 for 30, 26 for 25. So I feel pretty good for a point per minute. If he's going to get minutes in the 30s, I'm going to go ahead and have to consider him for that price and not feel too bad about it. And Thad Young, he played 37 minutes against this team. Just that his price is $6K. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable playing Thaddeus Young at $6K. I mean, yes, he dropped a 42 on them, and we've seen what Randolph and company did against Cleveland, but I don't want to look too much into that. I just want to chill. Leave that situation alone. All right. Then we check out Cleveland. I'm not gonna go LeBron again today. I'm not gonna go LeBron. I can consider some D Wade though. 5K. I don't know. I know Oladipo and them been playing defense. And Indiana been clamping down. I don't really like that Dwayne Wade's coming off the bench and his price. I like them when he was like around the upper fours, lower fives, like around here when he was going off for 50 for 47 and all that. But I don't know. I think Dwayne Wade is questionable as far as if he's a lock or not. I don't think I could lock him in. And then LeBron for near 12K. 37 minutes, he dropped 60 already on this team, which is encouraging, but that's not even 6 times value. And then his home and away split shows that when he's away, he doesn't do as well as when he's at home. He likes to be in Cleveland. For example, in Cleveland, he dropped 69. In Chicago, he dropped 44. In Cleveland again, he dropped 55. Then he went to Atlanta and dropped 59. At home against Miami, 60-ish. At home against Charlotte, 77. At home against Brooklyn, 52. I'm not paying that for LeBron tomorrow. I think that's a little much. If he has another one of them big games, then yes, you're going to miss not having him. But I think it's too much for LeBron. I think that's a little too much. Kevin Love at 8,500, same story. He needs 50 to make me happy at that price. And his home and away splits show that, I mean, this guy is a mid-40s kind of guy, the best. He's had 50 once in the last 10 games. Not sure if I'm ready to drop those prices on those guys. Someone mentioned Jeff Green for 4,200. In 20 minutes, he did 24. He's playing minutes in the 20s, and he's pretty good for a point per minute consistently. I can see a Jeff Green being in play tomorrow. I don't know if I love him. But for 4K, value, 5 times value is his floor. It's just the upside, man. I like players that, although I'm expecting 6 times value for them, they have the type of upside that if they get hot and it's their day, they can be the reason where, like, for example, Stanley Johnson for 3,700 has already shown that he could get you 34 points, right? He's playing Golden State, which is a fast-paced team that likes to shoot a lot of threes. So, what if he has a game where his 3 balls just dropping, and then he's at home, he's feeding into the crowd, and he gets another 30 bomb, all right? Or Sabonis. We know that when he's been getting those starts earlier in the year, he was dropping 40, 45 or whatever. For 5K, look, he already dropped 40 on this team. There's upside to that. We're not just expecting 6 times, there's upside. Jeff Green doesn't have that 40, 30-point upside that's going to make me say, yes, I have Jeff Green. Before I play Jeff Green, I'll consider some Kyle Korver because I know he can get hot and go off, And the same could be said. He's doing mid-20s, 23, 24. But he got some go-off potential too. And he can end up with 40 for the night. So I look for safe floors, but I look for that go-off potential. Somebody that can really make me happy at the end of the night. Like, oh, I didn't expect that, but yeah, I'll take it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I get that from Jeff Green. So for that reason, I'm not too enthusiastic about it. All right? I saw a lot with him in their rosters with a 0. I'm stacking Larry DeRozan, just a gut play, and the usage help. I gotta check it out. Jeremiah says, bro, WTF. Yo, man, a lot of late news made things a little complicated today. But you see Embiid. Embiid was I did a lot of research for Embiid, and I didn't Karis LeVert went on for 50. That's all I could say. Everyone is going to be chasing KD. I don't know about KD tomorrow. LOL. Boogie KD stack again tomorrow. No. Boogie is playing Sacramento. So that fact alone makes me want to play Boogie. Not to mention the usage and everything else, but he's playing Sacramento Kings at home. So, yeah, love Boogie. AD may be back, though. I think they already ruled out AD. And even though, I still love Boogie. Revenge time, but with AD back, they may blow him out. What I do like again though is Zach Randolph. With no Cauley Stein didn't make that trip. Tonight was rough as heck. Karis LeVert doesn't make sense. I didn't know Patterson wasn't starting. Yeah, it was all type of weirdness. I stacked this game now. I need Burks in. Oh, that game's still going on? They probably still got Harden out there, huh? Look at that. They probably up by like 45 points and they still feeding Harden, right? Harden trying to get his average up so he can get the scoring title and all that. Chris Paul was the plug for today, man. Chris Paul, y'all. And I kind of felt that. Stack Stan with Durant, if you like him. Wings against Detroit's Fuego. I'm not doing Durant tomorrow. Mitchell heating up. Cousins have to be in play against his old team and no Davis. Of course, if you fade Cousins, you're stupid. I don't want to call anybody stupid. They better not put scrubs in. I need Burks, Mitchell, CP. Tucker is on the line, I think. I stacked this game too. I have Steph. I have Harden, CP3, Mitchell, and FanDuel with 324. I need the biggest miracle for overtime. Mike James has played less than 20 minutes in the last 5 games. Why he was in play tonight? Because Booker was injured, and I thought that he would pick up the slack. Just that simple. Boogie Chalk, yeah, well, we got to get Boogie. Boogie got to be played. Anytime Boogie plays Sacramento, you got to play him. I mean, if y'all told me yesterday he hates Denver and he did that, then how you think he feels about Sacramento? Yeah, Boogie a beast, man. I saw Boogie out there. He looked like one of them Mortal Kombat characters, and he throwing out dunks on. He's like, yeah, he's like he want to transform into another flipping species or something. That guy there, man. I don't know if he's human, man. Some of these basketball players, when I look at them, I'm like, man, I don't even want to be that tall and brolic and all that. It's crazy. These guys are animals, man. Let's keep it going. Orlando versus Denver. On Orlando's side, I do like Elf Payton, but yo, you got twice. You can't be shooting 3 for 11 from the field. And then when they got Fareed playing, he's clearing up the rebounds. So I don't see him getting a lot of rebounds. Alfred needs rebounds to really when he goes off for 8 rebounds, you know he's having a good day. When he gets 5 and up, I don't like Alfred tomorrow. He's in a good spot. I went to him for a couple of days and I got disappointed. I'm not really feeling him tomorrow either. Keep it 100. Fournier rolled his ankle, so he's out. That makes me love Jonathan Simmons quite a bit. Simmons already played Denver. In 27 minutes, he put up 27. So I think he's good for a point per minute. And I see him playing high 30s, even 40s tomorrow. I got this weird feeling Simmons will go off for a 40 bomb tomorrow. I like Simmons. I'm going to go ahead and put some Simmons in the lineup. Not feel too bad about that. And then Vucevic against Denver, I'm going to stay away. I'm going to stay away from the rest of that Orlando team. Let me see if it's anybody else that raises an eyebrow. Gordon has go-off potential, but his price is not right. There's no upside to his price. For 6-time value, we're not going to get too much out of that. We might not even get that 6 times value. But Fournier does require quite a bit of shots and usage. And the fact that him and Ross is out makes me love Simmons tomorrow, man. I love Simmons tomorrow. I think Simmons is the play. So I could go ahead and put Simmons in, not feel too bad about it. On the Denver side, one thing about Orlando is you want to pick on them when it comes to centers, right? NBA, DVP. Let's see if I'm right. From what I see against Orlando, you want to pick centers against them. Centers do well. What I've learned is that Denver is running a lot of Fareed at the 5. They're not really messing with Plumlee like that. Rightfully so, because he sucks. I'm happy to know that they're not messing with him, right? So where's Orlando on this list? Oh, they have Orlando all the way down here. What about last 10 games? That's kind of strange to me because I know Orlando been giving up a lot of they're higher up. If Fareed's gonna be playing minutes at the 5, I got some interest in some Fareed. In 23 minutes, Boogie was a tough matchup for him. He struggled. The game before that, he played 28 minutes. He put up 31. I don't know, man. I don't know about Fareed. In 8 minutes, he put up 11. I would like to say Fareed is good for a point per minute, but now that Chandler's back, Trey Lyles getting involved, Plumlee sucks. It's a whole bunch of uncertainties in that situation right there. I don't really want to go too much iffy play. And Fareed is iffy. Simmons is not iffy with his usage the way I imagine it, and the way that Payton is struggling, and the way that I see that he can shoot or whatever. It's just that plus Denver don't really have defense on the wings like that. The best defenders are two guard, so I don't know what position Simmons is going to be starting, and that matters as well. But Fareed is just putting it like another person in my lineup that doesn't make me feel too good. I don't know about Fareed tomorrow. I like him if he's going to be running a lot of minutes at the center spot, but this Denver team has really been bad, man, and I just want to avoid it. The players that I do like though is I like Murray, believe it or not. I can't believe I'm saying that. I would never play him in my lineup, but we already seen 33 minutes. He put up 40 against Alfred Payton's defense. Alfred Payton plays no defense, all right? And, you know, I might have to consider some Murray and be serious about it because against Rondo, he almost made 6 times value. I like that. Dallas, but in good matchup, look, he put up 44 against the Lakers. New Orleans, he put up 40. He's too, I don't know. I don't really like Murray. I'm not putting Murray in my line, but I do like Murray. I like Barton, and I like Gary Harris. I like all these guards, all right? The problem with Gary Harris is he's been so good that his price now has went up to 6.4. In the last 3 out of the last 4 games, he's hit value for that. But this matchup, if they start in Simmons, might be a little more tough for him. He's clearly the offensive go-to guy. He's taking 15 to 19 shots per game. His defensive numbers are insane. You know, 2 to 4 steals. He'll get some assists, some rebounds. He'll score. So he contributes on so many levels that it's hard not to play him. For 6K, I'm going to go ahead and pick him because I'm looking at his numbers and I'm amazed. It's like every category. The guy is so efficient. All right. And he's going to play so many minutes that he won't be the reason you lose. I'm not too impressed with his upside, to say the least, but his consistency is enough for me to have some real consideration. Very consistent guy. And between him and Barton, that's where the offense is coming from. Barton is too volatile. He's too up and down. So Barton will go off and then he'll not go off. And then for 7K, you don't want to mess around and take that risk on Barton. All right? Trey Lyles has showed some runs of consistency. He just had a 35-point game, but I don't think I want to chase that. I don't know about Trey Lyles tomorrow. I'm a little bit concerned about Trey Lyles. All right. Charlotte versus Chi-Town on the guard spot. Kemba Walker at home continues to do well. He already put up 64 against this team. 44 and 50 in the last 2 games. He's scoring. Let me see what Kemba's doing. White. Getting some defensive numbers in there. He's getting assists, rebounds. He's scoring. He's doing a little bit of everything, man. I don't like playing Kemba not for 8K, especially. You know, I'm good. What if we get 28 or 36 or even 44? We're not happy with 44 or 38 or 27. I mean, 40, I'm not happy with for that price. 64, yeah, but so far and in between, I can't really trust it. I'm not big on that. I can never convince myself to play Kemba Walker. All right. Batum, I do like Batum. Again, though, we don't know if he's healthy. Jeremy Lamb can go off, but he's coming off the bench. We try to stay away from too many bench players. We know that it was an injury to Zeller. Zeller is out. Okay. Torn meniscus. He's going to be seeing some serious time off. And Frank Cam, he's out. So there's some value down here that we got to really, really take our time and get to. Are we going to go big on Dwight Howard? Dwight Howard doesn't really seem to get minutes like that. But again, if I'm going to preach that when people are down, you take the guy that's left. And I got to consider some Dwight. Let's see what he did. The last time he played 27. Yeah, Chicago was a tough one for the bigs. This O'Brien kid is not too bad, man. Let me see if he had any. So he played 14 minutes. Did he play the Chicago game? Nah. He played 14 minutes, 20 minutes. Nah, I'm not too impressed by that. And they wouldn't start him. What this makes me do, though, is really, really, really love Marvin Williams for that low price. 28 minutes, he put up 20 against them. I want to say Marvin Williams should show up. How many minutes he played him? 28. Wait. He did he had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist for 20 points. I need about 24 from you for that price, Marvin. I need a line like the Miami game from him. There's some value in here. We're just not seeing it, but it's hard not to play Marvin Williams. I'm being 100 because there's no center besides Dwight, and I don't trust Dwight against Chicago. So I'm looking at Marvin Williams. I'm like, yo, he got to get minutes in the 30s tomorrow. The last time he got minutes in the 30s, he went off for 29. All right, the Golden State game kind of got out of hand. KD took over that one, so I give him a pass. Is there another game? Yeah, let's see. Over here, he's playing 30 minutes against Cleveland. He put up 31. Against Washington, he put up 26. I like Marvin Williams tomorrow, man. I think they'll need him with no Kaminsky. They don't have any Kaminsky or Zeller, so they're very short for big. I think they're gonna have to go to him quite a bit. So Marvin Williams got me feeling a little bit confident tomorrow. If Mamba is around and he can, and then you guys got that Wari tool that could tell you what's the usage when this person is out or whatever. I don't know how to use it, but I'm pretty comfortable with Marvin Williams tomorrow. I feel pretty comfortable with Marvin Williams. Honestly, I do. Even Kid Gilchrist might have to get a little big, but I don't know. But let's look at the Chicago side. That's a lot going on that side too. Marketing. I think it's fair to say that I'm over it, man. His price is coming down, though. You might want to start buying in on some marketing now. But the bad news for picking marketing is that Mirotic is back. So they got to find minutes for marketing, Mirotic, and Bobby Portis. So that could be an issue, okay? Mirotic is back. He could play tomorrow. I read that. Oh, he's been ruled out for Friday games, but could play Friday. What? Against the Pacers, but could play Friday in Charlotte? That doesn't make any sense to me. He was ruled out against the Pacers, but it says he's ruled out Fridays against the Pacers, but could play Friday in Charlotte. That doesn't make sense. I heard that he's playing, though. I read something that says he's playing, so that's pretty cool. And then the backcourt here is so unpredictable. Sometimes Chris Dunn wants to go off. I'm not going to pay $6K for Dunn on that iffiness. I don't want to mess with it. And then Grant got some flashes every now and then, but he sucks. And you really don't want to risk that. Nawaba, people started wanting to chase it, thinking he was going to be consistent, and he hit them with 2 dud games. And that's why I said I don't know about Nawaba at that point. Valentine, every now and then he wants to go off, but then he'll get you down into the teens. So you want to be careful with this Chicago team here, man. I'm not interested in nobody on that side of the ball, honestly. All right, real talk. Real talk. Vucevic should feast again? No. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Boogie Randolph, who else is a must play? I'm looking. Harden only got 42 tonight. I told you guys that. I told you that in the pre-lock. I had to get Harden on my lineup. I saw that from a mile away. I got up, did some extensive. I don't like to lose. When I lose, I wake up and I go hard. I do extensive research. And my research told me to get the hell off Harden. The research did like Chris Paul, and I should have just stayed away from Westbrook, man. I should have stayed away from Westbrook, went to Chris Paul. I would have had a more balanced line. I'd have been in the 300s, but it's all right. I like Boogie, but I predict a mid-range guy going for 60 plus. Brooklyn was the team for value picks, but who knows LeVert? That's a fact. F. Elford, yeah, no Elford tonight. I wonder, is it possible to get Boogie and Greek Freak on the same roster? I don't see why not. Fade Elford, that's a fact. Boogie's so tough. Always feel good with Boogie locked in. Lock in Boogie. Keep up the good work. Love your insights on lineups. Really have learned a lot through. A lot. Go Hawks. LOL. I think my Pistons struggles with the small forward. F. Fareed there. No Fareed. Lyles in for another good one. It's risky. I don't know if I want to take that risk. I don't trust Mike Malone, especially on the road. Be careful with Boogie. He might get teed up. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about him getting teed up. Boogie's actually showed much more composure this season. Sometimes I see him bite his tongue and just smile and turn away. And the other day he got teed up. It wasn't even his fault. He was trying to walk away from the situation, and Kevin Durant was trying to be the aggressor. I couldn't believe it. Anyone want to play in a head-to-head on DK? Send me an invite. Fupa. 251 cash and double ups. I lost all triple ups in GPP. Good to say. Safe net. These double ups gave me a little cash to make what you put in. Oh, my 251 cash on the double up. I think I had to. How much my lineup scored? I doubt it did 250. It was kind of 238. It's good to know that 251 did well on the double up though. Look, Westbrook had more than Harden. I knew that was gonna happen too. All that I knew, you know. I just didn't know how to finagle the rest of all that was going on. Rondo grudge match too. How was that? Rondo played for Sacramento? I don't know. Dunn can play some D, not lockdown, but his length causes some problems to opposing point guards. Henson versus Dallas Biggs. Henson sucks, man. He's 3,900. There's no upside. Marvin Williams is chasing F. Martin and tighten up, Lewis. You guessing, guess back to the Fuego. Who locking in Marvin Williams? Yeah, Peter, I like it. It's sharp. Still killed it in my quintuple up. Marvin Williams is cheap, man. His usage is going to be up. He doesn't have a backup or a center. There's no backup center or forward. I mean, I'm not saying he's a lock, but for right now, I'm considering him. But I do have $8,000 per player, so I could do some stuff around that and see who else I want to get in. But I like Marvin Williams tomorrow, definitely. Yo, Johnny O'Brien on Charlotte's supposed to get some run. He's only 3K. Is he worth a shot? It's throwing darts with that. I'm not going to say no because especially if he's going to get 15, 20 minutes for that price, he might do well. And last year, he won me some money last year, so I like it. Yeah, that Pelican stack has been producing a higher clip. Rondo could put up a dud, though. I like a Pelican stack. Rockets winning it all. Rockets been blowing out everybody they play since Chris Paul is back. Rockets is looking good. I think he has a safe floor of 30. Probably can't get there at 5.9. Elf is trash. Hey, man, this is my first time watching your videos. Always autoplay on my TV after Roto Grind stream, but never checked you out. Zach, welcome, man. It's good to know that they got me on the follow-up to the Roto stream. So, yeah, it's good to know, man. He is better than Roto Grinders. I appreciate the kind words, man. He actually plays who he says, not like that fat guy who swaddled his neck. Oladipo is a little too expensive tomorrow. I can't do that. Are you guessing about Marvin, or did you read that coach said that? Did you read the coach? It's not guessing. It's just looking at his situation, man. We look at Charlotte and look at the center, right? So Dwight Howard is the starting center, and all right, it's fair to say that Johnny O'Brien is his backup. All right, so Howard and Bryant and Johnny O'Brien. Then we look at power forward. Marvin is starting. Who is his backup? There's none. There's no backup. They're gonna play Mathian. You know, I'm just thinking the minutes are gonna be in the 30s. So that's where it started with the Marvin. Me thinking that he's gonna get minutes in the 30s. So then I clicked on his name and I looked at every game minutes in the 30s. He put up 29 right here, minutes in the 30s. 29 minutes, 31. 30 minutes, 26. 28 minutes, 23. For that price, I would take any of those numbers. If you're telling me that Marvin is going to get minutes in the 30s for 3,900, I'm interested in that. It's not guessing. It's just analysis of numbers. You know what I mean? The guy, we're looking at a Charlotte team that has nobody to play the big spot tomorrow for them. Now, the only thing that makes me worried is that centers against Chicago you'd want to stay away with. That Lopez dude, he kind of got it locked down there. But he's not a center. He's a forward. And you know, if you think I'm guessing, I'll go a step further. Let's see what power forwards has been doing in the last 10 and 5 games against Chicago. Chicago's top 5 or 6 against power forwards. So Marvin Williams is in a good spot, man. Trust me. Marvin Williams is in a good spot. Oladipo or Drummond. I don't like either one for their price tomorrow. Honestly. You like DeRozan and Tyreek? I don't know. Let's get to the games. Let me get a good feel on it, and I could tell you if I feel how you feel. Memphis versus Toronto. Let's start with Memphis, point guard. Tyreek is the point guard, okay? He's running the point guard situation, but I'm almost 100% sure if I click point guard right here in the last 5 games, Toronto's going to be at the bottom of the list. They're at the middle of the pack. What about last 10 games? I haven't met a point guard that can score against Toronto. Look, they're all at the bottom again. Toronto is locking down point guards. I live in New York, and I watched the game with Tyreek Evans. I don't like his approach. I didn't like how he looked in the Garden. With that being said, for 7,500, we need what, mid-40s? He's done that 2 out of the last 4 games. But a lot of 30s and 20s, man. I'm not sure if I'm big on Tyreek Evans. At home, maybe more so. But no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Brooks, Ennis, Macklemore, none of these guys stand out to me. This Jermichael Green kid, yes, he stands out to me. For that price, there's no upside though. I don't really want to mess with it. I'm good, man. I'm really good with this team. Even Marc Gasol, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Go with Memphis tomorrow. Let's check out Toronto, see if we can find some value. The big homie Fred VanVleet has been satisfying us, okay? I have some interest in Fred VanVleet. Why? Because he's only 3,700. He's getting minutes in the 20s. And every single game, look, 21, 27, 23, 35, 21, 22, 18. His Kyle Lowry, he is Kyle Lowry's backup, and he's DeRozan backup. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I got some interest in VanVleet tomorrow because I seen what Courtney Lee was able to do. It was Memphis, right? Just make sure I'm talking the right thing here, right? Yeah, it was Memphis. I saw what Courtney Lee was able to do. I got some interest in VanVleet. I don't know if I can get there, right? Because it's a lot of games tomorrow, and it's I don't know if I want to go to the bench players yet. They got a 1 next to his name, but I don't really trust that. Let me see what the DVP is saying for point guards. Memphis in the last 10 games. It says Memphis is not to be messed with. Let's see in the last 5 since what's his name been starting. Memphis is still pretty down there. So maybe I want to leave it alone. Maybe I want to leave the VanVleet alone off the bench. I don't really have to go there and chase. I already got some good 30-something. I got Johnson who's starting for 3,700. I don't need to chase VanVleet for that price. I don't even know if I'm going to play Stanley Johnson. Kyle Lowry, again, we just saw that guards against this team is not doing that great. Memphis is not Phoenix. I don't want to mess with it. And Kyle Lowry is the king of being inconsistent. All right. He seems to do better on the road, so hopefully he can do well tomorrow. I don't feel comfortable. If I do have to roster 1 out of the 2, I'm going to take DeRozan. But still, it's just not people that I go to. That they don't bring home the money for me. Ibaka just had a decent game. He dropped 37, but it was against Phoenix again. For 5K, it's a good spot. I don't hate it. Sheekum for 3,900. I always like Sheekum. Portal, I always like Portal. He'll get the minutes. But all these guys cancel themselves out. Valanciunas is getting like 20 minutes a game. I don't know what's going on down there with him. Just going to stay away from that game, man. It doesn't sound fantasy worthy. I'm not really interested in anybody from that game. Milwaukee versus Dallas. Starting with Milwaukee. Bledsoe, I was he went up and put 36 against Detroit. I was actually surprised. I'm not too big on Bledsoe right now. Not too great on Bledsoe. He got 21 shots up, which was impressive. And they won against Detroit. But not too impressed with Bledsoe right now. It's just not somebody that I'm going to go to on a consistent basis. And I don't think that he's in the best of matchups either. I'm just not big on Bledsoe tomorrow. Brogdon is getting a lot more minutes, and that's the reason why I'm not too interested in Bledsoe. Middleton, for his price, has been pretty consistent. In 32 minutes, he only put up 28. If I do mess with a buck tomorrow, it's going to be Antetokounmpo. All right? That's a fact. In 39 minutes, he put up 54 against this team. I need 66 at least from him. I don't see 60s consistently, and I don't think Dallas is the spot where I want to mess with Antetokounmpo. I'm not going to go there tomorrow. I'm not messing with Antetokounmpo. Not doing it. And then somebody mentioned some Henson against Dallas. In 20 minutes, he only put up 9. And I remember that game too. I think I played him. That day, and I was pissed off about that 9 points. I'm good with that. But if we're going to talk Dallas now, there's a guy named Dennis Smith Jr. who might be a little banged up. He got a sore hip. So he sat out practice with a sore hip. The injury is not believed to be serious, though Smith was noticeably hobbled in the previous contest. All right, let's see what's going on with Dennis Smith. Yo, I don't even want to see what's going on with Dennis Smith, because even if Dennis Smith does play, I'm still going to play Barea. So if Dennis Smith sits, that just makes me love Barea even more. In 23 minutes, the Barea put up 35 against this team. Barea price is not going up, and I don't know why. I don't know what they want to see from him before they increase his price, but he's way too consistent for me not to play. Way too consistent for that low price. He always takes me to the promised land every time. I'm playing Barea. Barea is my good luck charm. I've never said, damn, why did I play? I've never regretted playing Barea. Never. And I'm not going to, because he's that good. Barea has been that good to me. Love Barea. Barea is a lock tomorrow, guys. Barea is a lock for me. All right. Let's see what else we could pick off for this team. Now, if Dennis Smith Jr. misses, I like some Harris to go with some of that Barea. In 19 minutes, Harris put up 14. I think he'll get some more. And Harris can get you into the 20s consistently as well. So if Smith Jr. misses, then Harris becomes interesting, but I love Barea. Harrison Barnes, I'm not interested for that. In 32 minutes, he put up 30 against them, but Harrison Barnes been a little bit weird, man. Too inconsistent. Dirk, every time I watch a game, Dirk through like 3 quarters, I'll be like, damn, why did I go Dirk? And then Dirk would just pull out in the 4th quarter and be like, oh, that's why I went Dirk. He came through for me. Always like Dirk, but I don't know. And I've been watching this Kleber guy, man. I don't know who he is, but, you know, when I'm looking at these Mavericks games, I just keep seeing Kleber, and his usage is going up. I don't know if I'm ready to take the risk on him yet, but Kleber is somebody to keep our eye on. Dwight Powell, he's been super steady, man. You know what? I got some interest in Dwight Powell tomorrow for 3,800 against Milwaukee not having any center. But if I played Dwight Powell, I'll stack him with Dirk. I do like Dwight Powell tomorrow, guys. I do. If he's good for a point per minute. Here he only got 13 minutes. He got 10. Whenever he gets 20s, he's getting 20s consistently. I don't see why they won't play him. I don't know if they're big on this Kleber guy or what. But in 24 minutes, he already put up 24 against his team, and I'll take it. I'm going to pull him over. I got to fix up the lineup. There's a lot of good values that I like tomorrow, and Powell is one of them against this Milwaukee team, Henson. I don't know if I'll be able to play him. Like you said, I got a lot of money. Just pulling a list of players so I don't forget them, but I do like Powell. And Dirk, as much as I like Dirk against his team, but I prefer Dirk at home, man. I'll wait till they're back in Dallas to continue picking on some Dirk. I just got a bad feeling about Dirk for this one. Got a bad feeling about Dirk. Not a lot of players that I could say I love today. Love Barea. I like Marvin. I think I'm going to lock in Marvin Williams, Barea, Gary Harris for the consistency and the usage since Jokic went down. It's like he's the go-to guy. Sabonis, if he starts, is a lock. All right, New Orleans versus trying to look at YouTube. See what YouTube talking about. Hey man. JJ Barea played today. Yup, love Barea. But that's usually the RV picks. What Draymond look like tomorrow? Draymond looks good, man. I just don't like his price. I don't want to play Draymond and get 35 from him tomorrow. I'm concerned about getting 35 from Draymond, but I like him. I like his spot. I like where he's at with it. When I do not play Middleton, he goes ham. Me too. Yeah, DeRozan, Lowry, Pau Gasol on my core. I don't know about that. I can't do the DeRozan and them tomorrow. Rudy Gay might hit. I like Gay again. Gay is nice with no Kawhi and I love Gay. I love Gay. I'm gonna keep going back to Gay. If the Bucks got a decent big man, maybe DeAndre, they could go places. Facts. Rudy Gay might hit. If the Booker signed with Philly, yep. Harris don't do it. B, please. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Gotta play Wade. I can't say I gotta play Wade. I can't say that. Boogie Randolph, Beret is solid so far. Yeah. Love those three. I gotta look at Rondo. I gotta see the situation. Look at some DVPs and whatnot. But Rondo's in. Let's see. Let's check it out. Rondo is up. Drew Holiday is hot, guys. Drew Holiday is hot. He's taking like 20-something shots per game. He's getting 40 consistently. I don't see that stopping tomorrow. I don't see that stopping tomorrow, guys. I don't see that stopping tomorrow. Drew Holiday is hot, man. And if I play Rondo, I might just stack Rondo, Holiday, and Cousins again against Sacramento. I might have to do that tomorrow. Not gonna lie to you. I don't see how that's at home. And then the way that Boogie's gonna make sure they take care of Sacramento, I don't see that being an issue. All right. So yeah, definitely love some Drew Holiday. Let's get some Drew Holiday in the lineup since we got all that money. And Jameer Nelson off the bench too, guys. We're looking at all this Rondo and whatever, but he's been kind of sneaky. In 35 minutes, he put up 35 against this team. So imagine what Rondo gonna do with 30 minutes, all right? Now, Rondo kind of struggled against Denver for whatever reason. I don't know what went wrong. He shot well, but he just didn't get the double-digit assists. That's what kept him from mid-30s. I don't know. The thing with Rondo, though, his minutes is being monitored because he just came back from injury. So you gotta be careful when we chasing up on some Rondo. But if I could have him and Drew together, I'm all right. And Boogie said in an interview that he loves Rondo as a teammate. He said, "Yo, Rondo makes the game so much easier for us." So I love Rondo, man. I love Rondo tomorrow. Let's get rid of Dwight Powell and put some Boogie Cousins in there. I don't got to make too much of a case for Boogie. Boogie is in play tomorrow. All right, guys. Play Boogie. Play Boogie against his old team. Boogie, Drew Holiday. I like how this lineup shaping up. Not gonna lie. When I try to make one, just looking at the slate, I was having some issues, but now it's looking better. Rondo's a little expensive though, man. For 6K, I'm kind of scratching my head. For somebody that's gonna be limited for minutes, I'd rather just go with Boogie and Drew, but I don't want to miss out on another 38-40 game from him. Against Denver. Yeah, I think I could sacrifice some for Rondo. I just gotta see how I'm gonna do it. Because Rondo and Gary Harris are equal to me. With Gary Harris, man, he's super consistent, but he doesn't have too much upside. Rondo is cheaper. I could improve my lineup. Barea could play the 2. I don't know about Stanley Johnson. I don't feel like I have to go there. I'd rather Marvin Williams for the discount. Let's put some Rondo, man. Let's put some Rondo. And Barea at the 2. Barea at the 2. Rondo and Barea at the 2. And see what we could get with that. Let's start at Rondo, Barea, Simmons, Marvin Williams, Sabonis, Cousins, Drew Holiday. I like that. I like how that feels. All right. What else we were looking at here? Rondo. This eating more and all this crap, we're gonna leave that alone, man. We're gonna leave that alone. All that other stuff is just unnecessary. Nelson eating more. What did Cunningham do? Did he have another solid game? It's hard to ignore Cunningham getting 30 minutes, man. And look, he didn't have to do much. 6'3" is 18. 6'6", 36, 18 plus 4 is 22. Yo, it's hard to ignore Cunningham getting those type of minutes, guys. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's hard to ignore that. Cunningham and Marvin Williams are in good spots tomorrow. Let me put Cunningham down here right now. See what I could do. I like that situation. Rondo. Did they play this Diallo kid or what? Nope. Ashik is probably getting a good run, right? Only 8 minutes. So Boogie is locked because he's getting big minutes. And then no Diallo. What's going on with Anthony Davis? He's listed as questionable. Davis missed the last 3 games, though the fact that he isn't being ruled out is encouraging that he's nearing a return. Davis will likely need to take part in. Yeah, so before we get crazy with Cunningham, we gotta know what's going on with Davis. I don't think Davis plays. I hope not, man. It's just gonna mess with me. I hope he doesn't. But in case he doesn't, let's see. All right. Let's go on to this last game. San Antonio versus Boston on the San Antonio side. Patty Mills, nah. Tony Parker was looking like his old self the other day. Who they playing? Boston? I'm not gonna chase that. Even though Miami's a tough matchup, he dished 9 assists. He went 5 for 7. He didn't even get to the line. It's just 9 assists is a lot. I'm not gonna chase that. I'm not gonna chase Patty Mills. I'm not gonna do that. I mean Tony Parker. Danny Green in 30 minutes only put up 13 against Boston. I don't like messing with Boston on the 2s and the 3s. I'm gonna chill with that. Rudy Gay for 5,200. I have some interest in that. Definitely. Miami could be tough on the wings, and he did well against them. This guy is guaranteed for a point per minute. Love Rudy Gay. All right. Love. How could he not get you to 30 when he's with both of those guys out? Look at 33 minutes, 30 points. 30 minutes, 30 points. 20 minutes, 27 points. 22 minutes, 20 points. 24 minutes, 31 points. 26 minutes, 26 points. You just gotta go Rudy Gay. He doesn't have a backup. He is gonna get what you need tomorrow. He's gonna get you what you need tomorrow. How much is he? I could come off. How much is he? 50. Oh, perfect. I could come off Cunningham, which I'm not really too big about anyway, and go Rudy Gay. And I get to keep my Marvin Gaye and my Simmons, which is just good gut feelings for me. So that feels good, man. And look, it's rare that I have all home players on my team. So not only are they in good position, I didn't consider that they're all at home. I just picked based on the slate breakdown. But to see them all at home like that means that they have an extra edge. They got the crowd behind them. So not only are these guys in good spots, but they're at home, all of them. So hey, I think tomorrow's gonna be a special day. Just looking at the lineup that I made right here, it looks pretty good, man. I like it. See what else though. See what else we like. I like Danny Green. Again, I don't want to mess with it because it's Boston. Bertans, if you want to go throwing darts, you can give him a look. Somebody mentioned Pau Gasol. In 24 minutes, he put up 30. I don't really like Pau Gasol, man. I don't like Pau Gasol. The doc don't want to give him too many minutes, and there's no upside for him, really. He's not a go-to person. He's not, you know what I mean? Rudy Gay get you defensive numbers, though, and that's what I like about him the most. He will get you steals, blocks, combination of those two. He's like Jimmy Buckets all over again. All right, and he didn't need assists because it looked like Tony Parker had it under control. He could shoot. Yo, Rudy Gay was doing damage, man. Look, he could shoot 6 for 13, 6 for 9, 5 for 12. I don't know why he having to shoot. He'll get you rebounds, assists, some blocks and steals, some points. You gotta feel safe with Rudy tomorrow, man. Rudy's in a good spot. Aldridge for 7,600 is a little bit cheaper than they've been crazy getting him in the 8s. This is a decent matchup for him too. And we know his home split's great. I think that's kind of cheap for him. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's cheap for Aldridge. You get a little late night hammer. I think that's cheap for Aldridge. So consider some Aldridge. I'm not gonna risk my USD on Aldridge, but I think you guys can't go wrong considering some Aldridge tomorrow. That's it. On the Boston side, Point guards, Kyrie seems to be lights out, but he has a hard time getting to value. With Tony Parker back and what's his name starting, Rudy Gay, I feel like San Antonio's defense a little more robust now. I feel like they're a little more tough. So I would be careful with Kyrie on the road against a slower paced team. Remember, I like bigs in slow paced teams. And look what happened in Utah today. I called it. The bigs in Utah who benefited today. From a fantasy point of view, I just knew that was gonna happen. When a game is low over under, you want to get the bigs from those games. The high over under games, you want to target the guards from those games. That's just more stuff that I've realized playing this fantasy stuff. All right. So no Irving. I say all that to say that. What's going on with Jalen? Something with his eyes and he's questionable. I don't want him or his backup. I'm good. Marcus Smart do come through, but those guys are at home guys, right? Tatum, his 3-pointer is wet, man. He's been knocking out 3-pointers left and right. But that's all he do. You know what I mean? Oh, he gets rebounds, apparently. Dallas gives up rebounds. Milwaukee gives up rebounds. Phoenix gives up rebounds. So all these teams out here are just teams that's known to give up rebounds. San Antonio is not going to be that generous on the boards to him. In 35 minutes against them, he put up 29 already. I don't think he's going to get 35 minutes. Even in the last game, he only got, I don't know. I don't like Tatum. I just don't. Horford put up 42 against them. And I could see that again. Look, Horford for his price, man. Look, 50, 44, 40, 42. His home and away splits are pretty much the same. It's pretty good stuff, man. Some Al Horford. So players that I don't like that I think are in good spots are Al Horford and the person that he's going up against too, LaMarcus Aldridge. They're both in good spots. I think they can both do well for you. And then Aaron Baines, leave him alone. That's it, man. Let's see if there's any room for with our little $200 that we. So if we want to upgrade Rondo and get somebody for $6,100, let's see what's available. Nothing interesting. Barea for $4,900. Bogdanovich for Reed. Nothing apparent. Simmons for 58. If you went to Dwayne Wade, but I like Simmons tomorrow with no what's his name. Marvin Williams for 41. Augustine, George Hill, Trey Lyles, Franks. Nothing apparent. Drew Holiday for 73. Drew Holiday is kind of expensive. I can't believe I'm willing to pay up that much for some Drew Holiday. I think I'd rather some if I could have afforded Horford, I'd have did Horford or Aldridge for that price at least. Klay Thompson, I'm not gonna do that. Barton, Bledsoe, I'll take Drew. I'll take Drew just to have him with Rondo. I think having both of those together could get you where you need to be. Cousins and Gay, 5,400. I think this is where I'm at right now, man. Ibaka for Gay, I'm not gonna do that. Somebody I didn't look at though, Sacramento. I don't know how I didn't repeat that. Randolph, right? Randolph. In 30 minutes, he put up 30 on this team. There's no Carly Stein. Let me see what his numbers were. Anything that was just fake. 3 steals. 4 fouls. At this point, it's either it's Rondo or Zach Randolph. I'm not big on Zach Randolph tomorrow, man. I could say that, and then he'll flip it. Drop another 40 bomb, man. I think that was fake, but look, it's twice. Anytime he gets minutes into the 30s, he does well, right? 47. And Rondo and his restriction, I think I'm gonna have to consider it, man. I think I'm gonna have to consider it. Put Drew Holiday up. Even Drew Holiday is expensive. Let me see something real quick. Let me just see something really quick. Let's put Simmons as a guard. Simmons is our guard. Gay in the small forward. And Zach Randolph. $7,300. I'm just trying to see because I like Horford tomorrow, believe it or not, man. I like Al Horford. I really want to make some room for Al Horford. But I think it'll be wise not to. I mean, his ceiling seems to be just at 6 times value, whereas Drew Holiday already showing that he can exceed that. I feel like Drew Holiday got some more upside, so I think I'm all set with some. The cheaper price, they'll get me the same line. Drew already put 50. I've never seen. Look, Drew put up 42, 42, 50, 40 since AD has been banged up. So you can't ignore those numbers. You got to go Drew. If AD plays, though, I'm getting rid of Zach Randolph. I'm getting rid of DeMarcus Cousins. If AD plays tomorrow, my whole lineup change. If AD plays tomorrow, I'm playing AD. And they might have, well, no, I'll play Cousins because they're going to bring him back. They're going to bring him back limited. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play him minutes restricted and all that foolishness. But I just hope he doesn't play. It's going to mess up this lineup. I like it. Holiday, Barea. I see him. He got potential to increase his. He got 7 times potential. With no Dennis Smith, this dude right here got 8 to 9 times potential. Rudy Gay got 8 times potential, 7 to 8 times potential. Marvin Williams can get you 30, 7 to 8 times potential. Sabonis could get you 40, 7 to 8 times potential. Simmons can get you into the mid-30s, 6 to 7 times potential. Boogie can go off for 80. We already seen that. And then this dude too can get off for 40. So all these dudes got very high upside for their price. Feel pretty safe, man. I think that's a solid lineup. I'm gonna check in with you guys one last time before I get out of here and see how you feel about what's going on. I'm going Depot tomorrow because Cleveland giving up the 3rd worst in the league against shooting guards. I mean, Depot is always a good play. It's just his price. I'm always afraid for that price, if he doesn't come through, it's over. Curtain calls. Boogie won more point than anybody. I don't think Holiday, though, 7,100, most of his games low 30s. Not since AD went down, though. Since AD went down, he's been 40s consistently. New Orleans might blow them out. I doubt it. If Cleveland couldn't blow them out, I don't see how New Orleans could. Pelicans need TJ Warren at small forward and someone like Kufos to give Davis and Boogie a little rest. If 80 plays, you still like that stack? No. If 80 plays, I'm going to have to shake it up a little bit. 80, I doubt he plays. He could be on a restriction too. Why take the chance? I think the Pelicans get at least the 6th seed in the playoffs. Boogeyman all day. Thies is all right, but I'm not going there. Get Oladipo, I'm good. I don't want Oladipo. Do not rush Unibrow back. I hope not. I like Aldridge for that price. Would not mind running Horford back at him. Easily 90 plus DKP for 15K. I agree. Between the both of them, I think you could get 90 for that 15K. Just looked at Horford. I like it. Yeah, I like Horford. Is that one on TV? I'm not sure. Cavs ranked 30th versus shooting guard. Oladipo's a lot. So let's look at the last 5 games. The Cavs rank. Nope, they're not the last place. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. And the last 10 games, they're still up there. So yeah, they're giving up. But I'm not comfortable paying that for Oladipo. I'm not comfortable paying what they want for him. I stopped picking 82 years ago. He always get hurt 30% of the time off the banana. Any Tatum? I like Tatum. I'm just worried. I'm worried. He's just not a sure thing. Yeah, but at 9K for Oladipo, what does he have to get you for that price? That's what I'm saying. I don't really love Oladipo tomorrow. 65 at least. 44 watching, only 18 likes. Come on, man. It's all right. It's all right. The diehards like my video, and that's all that matters, man. I'm over it. 6 times is the value now. Hield was a Pelican, another grudge match. You know, I didn't really look at Hield. Let's check out some Hield. I can't really kiss my teeth and be disrespectful. Let's check out some Buddy Hield, see how we feel about Buddy Hield tomorrow. Hield. 5K in 19 minutes against him. He only put up 15 when he was at home. In the last 2 games, he's been at 30. For him to have 2 back-to-back 30 games, I'm a little worried about that. I'm a little concerned for him. I don't know about Hield. Rumor has it Kawhi might be back Saturday. We worry about that on Saturday. Carmelo, though, 27 tonight. Yeah, Melo, I told you guys Melo wasn't going to be the plug. Ibaka going against a 30th ranked defense. Is he? Who he's going against? Toronto playing who? I thought Toronto was playing a decent team. I'm not big on Ibaka, man. Ibaka hasn't done anything consistently to make me like him. King James drops $23 million on a second house. Good for him. Has nothing to do with me. I'm trying to drop $23 on some Draftkings lineups. Yo, Thiago, I'm not surprised Carmelo's trash lately and washed up. I would never play him unless he was like 5K. I don't know if I'll play Melo for 5K. Maybe 4.5. 4.5, he got a little upside on that. I'm down 5K because of him. Yeah, I'm not with the man. I told y'all that, though. Wasn't you at the live show? I said Carmelo is no Durant. Do not do it. Carmelo, with those jab step pull-ups, is not going to get you where you want to be. They'll go in sometimes, but I don't think that'll get you where you want to be. Rondo, third option. Randolph, go-to. Yeah. I came off Rondo, didn't I? On the minute restriction? I had to come off Rondo on a minute restriction. Drew Holiday, Barea, Gay, Simone Simmons, cover. Yeah. The minute restrictions, I'd rather Randolph at that point. Melo went 5 for 20, exactly. Without PG-13. I told y'all that on the live show. I mean, and I get it. After me saying yesterday don't play KD and he go off, you might feel like I'm not going to listen to this guy. But my advice today was backed up with pure research, guys. I went to the statistics and showed you everything that I was talking about. And everything I showed you planned out just how I said it, based on the numbers. Numbers not going to lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers most times are going to be accurate. Once you master how to analyze numbers correctly, you'll do well in this DraftKings things. What do you think about Samson? I think it's pure chasing. I need to see some more consistency. Where is it? Let's go look at Samson. I did look at him, but apparently him and LeBron work out together, and he idolized LeBron, so he came and showed up for LeBron. But look at the game before. He played 25 minutes against Milwaukee. He did nothing. All right. So yeah, he went and him and LeBron work out and whatever. I'm not chasing Jakar Sampson, guys. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't chase Jakar Sampson tomorrow. Bro, don't overthink it. Go Zach Randolph. New Orleans doesn't play good D on bigs. Go with underpriced guys. Buy a little sell high. Remember, Zach is underpriced, and so is LaMarcus Aldridge. I love Zach. I got Zach into the lineup. Sometimes I feel like we can be on a players a day late. Get Gary Harris, Randolph. Did I still have Gary Harris in my lineup? Or did I get rid of him? Yeah, I think I got rid of him. I'm not really big on Gary Harris like that. I see the numbers he's putting up, but I don't know. I'm just a little bit skeptical for his price. His price, 6K Gary Harris, I'm not used to seeing him that high. When Sabonis ever hit value, every game that bro, Sabonis won us so much money. It's unbelievable. Sabonis was killing when Turner sits. Are you kidding me? As a matter of fact, let's check it out. The last time they played, Sabonis dropped like 40 on them. Sabonis always hits value when he gets the minutes, man. He's good for a point per minute. Trust me. Look, 36 minutes, he put up 41. Sabonis was getting a start while Turner was nursing an injury, and he went off. His price was like, I wish I could go back. His price was like 7.5 at one point, bro. In the same situation. And you gotta play him. If Turner's out and you don't play Sabonis tomorrow, then something's wrong with you. Yeah, Brad. My call for tomorrow is Boogie, LMA, Horford, and Simmons. Then attack Cleveland and Chicago's defense. That's a good strategy. I like it. Like it all day. No homo. Just look at Ibaka. Can't hurt. Lineup looks good. LaMarcus, no. Ibaka is a lock for 30 plus. Yo, man, I don't do the Ibakas, man. Ibaka is washed up, man. I see that he's showing a little bit of life as of late, but Ibaka is not bringing me to the finish line tomorrow, man. Trust me. Please don't get blind into all this wax sauce, man. 5,400 for what? Oh, he just went off for 37. Now it makes sense. But look who he played, guys. The Phoenix Suns. They just gave what's his name 40 today. Markieff Morris. 40. Memphis not doing that, man. Trust me. It's not the Phoenix Suns, man. Don't you see the trend? Certain teams will give you that. Marquise Chris sucks. What's his name? Whatever his name is, he sucks. And they're starting him. So yes, bigs are gonna take advantage of that. All right. If you look at our DVP tool and we put power forward, first of all, you'll see the Suns on top of every category. You go to centers, you'll see the Suns up there, Phoenix Suns. You go to small forward, Phoenix Suns up in the top. You go to shooting guards, Phoenix Suns. You go to point guard, Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns is who you target. My bet is calling. Good night, y'all. Have a good night, Gil. To be honest, I hate that Marvin pick, but after looking into it more, he can stretch Chicago. Yeah, Marvin Williams for that is too cheap. It's a good value. I don't think at the end of the night you're gonna get 8 points. You're gonna look at Marvin and say, "Why I did that." Marvin has to get you at least 5 times value, and the upside alone makes it worth it. You don't like Collison? He kills the Cavs last game. Collison. Let's check it out. I'll answer a couple more questions, and I'm gonna go get back into these books, y'all. Collison's for 6K. I don't like that. I don't like what he did against them. See, that's called chasing. You look at one game and you say, "Oh, he did this, he did that." You chase it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. I mean, the Knicks, he did well. Is he at home? He's on the road. That matters, right? Does it? He does better on the road, apparently. I don't love Collison for 6K. I'm looking at the last 10 games, and he's never been in the mid-30s. But they want to up his price because he had a good game against them, and they feel like his ownership is going to be high. If you don't get results from him, it'll really put a dent into your lineup. What the heck is this? Oh, this was a lineup I was playing with: Barea, Johnson, Durant, Sabonis, Cousins. Do I still have Johnson in my lineup? No, right? Yeah, I didn't really see. That makes me nervous. Stanley Johnson makes me nervous. But Marvin Williams is super safe, man. Trust. There's never a game that he plays 30 minutes that he doesn't get you what you want. In Chicago, look, he played 28 minutes. And I'm pretty sure that Frank the Tank played that game. Let me see something. Kaminsky played 19 minutes that game. How many minutes Dwight Howard played that game? Dwight Howard played 27 minutes that game. Somebody was getting minutes. Who was it? Oh no, that's weird. Kid Gilchrist, maybe 27. Just more usage, more opportunity. I like Marvin Williams as a cheap player. I don't hate it, man. Trust on some Marvin Williams. What do you think about playing half your money in a 50-50 and the other half in triple ups? So if you don't hit the triple ups, you break even. That's a smart. That's smart. But if you don't hit either one, then you're screwed. And if you hit both, you're happy. I think that's pretty cool. I just don't like the 50-50s because you didn't do DVP for Memphis against power forwards. Let's check it out. Power forwards, Memphis. Last 10 games, they're giving up the most. Oh, so you're still stuck on this Serge Ibaka. I can't put Serge in my lineup, man. Trust me. I can't put Serge Ibaka into my lineup. I'm being 110%. Who else feels comfortable with Serge Ibaka in your lineup tomorrow for that USD? I can't do it now. I understand he's in a good spot. He should do well. So if I was you, how much is he? 5,400. If I was you, I would take out, because you don't have to play my lineup. Plus, my lineup will change when injury news come out. But you can swap out some Sabonis and put some Ibaka in there. All right, some Rudy Gay. You can make it work, my man. I just don't feel comfortable messing with Serge Ibaka. I can't do that. I've played since 2013, tournament style. It's pretty good. I'm a cash king. I don't like 50-50 though, because I don't like I just lost 2 days in a row. So tomorrow I need to throw up $100 on a head-to-head, and I need to hit these triple ups again. I need to get back into these triple ups. I don't know what the heck is going on with me. Memphis is weak against power forward, but Serge is so inconsistent, bro. Sometimes the matchup don't even matter with him. I wouldn't play back on his slate. Too many other players. Bradley, thank you so much. You took it right out my mouth, man. I cannot play Serge Ibaka. Can you imagine? I'm at work and the midnight hour is about to strike, and I'm looking at the phone and I see Serge Ibaka at 20 with 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I'll be so pissed off, man. I'll be so pissed off. I can't do it. But if Sabonis gets the starts, play that with confidence. And that's it, man. I am going to get to these books, do some work. Hit me on Twitter. I remember tomorrow's number. Again, I'm giving away $50 once I get to 1,000 followers. I'm currently at 925. The way that I will be doing it is every day up until that day, I'm asking you guys to comment in the comment section 5 numbers between 0 and 50. If you get the number that's in my head right now tomorrow, I put your name in a bag. The day that I get to 1,000 followers, I'm going to shake that bag up live on the show. And the last name standing in the bag, I'm going to get $50 via PayPal. All right? So go ahead, like the video, comment 5 numbers. Hopefully you get that number and get your name in the bag. All right? Yesterday number was number 7. We turned that L upside down. We got to the number 7, lucky number 7. Tomorrow number is a no hints for tomorrow number. All right? Craig, I'll entertain your comment real quick. Randolph too expensive. Beware of a 20 bomb. I'm not worried about a 20 bomb from Randolph. You know why? Because Cauley Stein didn't make the trip. So, I mean, he's locked in for 30 minutes, okay? And every game that I look at for him, he's a point per minute. You cannot find me a game where he was not a point per minute, all right? Every game he's a point per minute. 22, 20, 23, 26, 29, 30, 47, 31, 37, 22, 23, 19, 19, 32, 48, 34, 33, 32, 48. So just don't get yourself too crazy on that. Randolph is a point per minute kind of guy. He will get you to the finish line. He's not going to be the reason you're pissed off at midnight, all right? Peace, love, and blessings, y'all. I'm out of here, man.